Because we had created openings for a lot of the inner body parts, we're going to digitize them second and then move them into the right position. They're a light gray. Double click on your light gray, and I'm just going to change mine to red so you can see them. You're going to start out with the first section, which is the little pad at the bottom. Notice that I started at the upper left and went all the way around again with the Create Fill Opening tool. Right click, Parameters, and I said again with the Create Fill Object tool. Pull compensation 0.2, density 4.5, no underlay, plain fill, and I set an angle of 10 degrees. Parameters, hold parameters for new objects, click on OK. Then I went over and I digitized the other inside pad, and I started my design or my node right there. Create Fill Object tool. I went back and I added a connection stitch between the two objects. You can also go back in and change your node, place fill endpoint here, and what that will do will make your connection stitch shorter. Transform Create Connection, Control E, and you can simply edit your connection so it runs up there against the edges. I like to have it run against the edges as much as I can, just because it works out a little bit better sometimes with your color choices. So there you have that one and that one completed. Those are your two foot pads. Now let's go on to the next one. That was the body, and it started at the lower right, and the pull compensation was 0.2, density was 4.5, no underlay, and I set an angle of 5 degrees. I added a connection stitch from that foot pad up to the body, because again these are going to be hidden under other objects, and I just ran it along the edge of the pants. The final object to be digitized was the inner ear on the right, and as you can see I started it at the bottom. Pull compensation 0.2, density 4.5 with an angle of 20, plain fill, no underlay, and I added a connection stitch. And you can just edit that and run your nodes along the edges. It works out much nicer if you take a moment to edit it and have your connection like that. Join these objects together and then put them in position before the outer body parts. And if they were the light gray again, your design would be similar to this. Let's see if I can generate stitches. There you go. You've got the light gray inner body parts tucked underneath your outer body parts. And that way you have digitized them out of order, put them in order, and they look fine.